Hello aspirants, today we are going to study about integrated water management. This particular topic comes within the regional planning of geography optionals. So let's start and learn what exactly are the features of integrated watershed management. First, I would like to define what exactly is a watershed. Watershed basically it is an area of a land where water in the form of a rainfall or snow is getting accumulated and it is draining into a water body like a river or an ocean. Look at this. This is a figure where it is showing this entire green wala area is like a basin where the water is getting accumulated in a form of a rain and it is channeling to an outlet in form of a river. Okay? Water is collecting here and it is channeling into a river. This is the watershed. And the management of this entire area is called as watershed management, where watershed is to be managed so that we can restore ecological system, can make the entire use of water in a sustainable manner. And India's integrated watershed management program, which is also a centrally sponsored scheme. Centrally sponsored scheme, I hope you have information about the centrally sponsored scheme, that these are the schemes which are primarily funded by central government. But yes, execution or the responsibility of execution lies with the state governments, but maximum funds are given by center. So India's integrated watershed management program is second largest watershed program of the world, and this is mentioned in the World Bank report of 2014. The first one is China. Let us see how the watersheds have been categorized on the basis of their size, drainage, shape and pattern of land use. Macro watershed, which covers an area more than 50,000 hectares. Sub-watershed, which covers an area between 10,000 to 50,000 hectares. Milli watersheds, that covers 1,000 to 10,000 hectares. And micro watershed, which covers 100 to 1,000 hectares of land. Mini watershed is the smallest one, which spans from 1 to 100 hectares. Let us see some of the principles of watershed management. The first principle is utilize the land according to its capability. That means if the land is steep, so you should grow forest or some grasses on it so as to prevent any soil erosion on that land. This is how you can utilize the land according to its capability. Next is conserving as much rainwater. Yes, rainwater conservation is very important because this entire program is for the conservation of water, and this water conservation can be done like johars which have been built in Rajasthan to conserve the water, or you can say check dams, percolation tanks. All these methodologies have been used to conserve and make the rainwater precious. Second is draining out the excess water. Waterlogging is also another issue which cannot be ignored, and if the water is logging too much, that is also dangerous for the ecosystem. So there must be proper channels and methodologies available so that excess water can be drained out. Next is avoiding the gully formations. You know, when the water gets accumulated in any channel, or it starts forming rills. Further rills widens, deepens, and they turn into gullies, and gullies into ravines. So this is what they are saying, that they must avoid the formation of gully. Some water management needs to be there, and water should not be getting collected in such a manner so that it can form gullies. We need to identify a suitable cropping pattern. Yes, cropping pattern is another important point that you need should be taken care of, because even though if you have a lot of water available but your cropping pattern is not suitable, that can turn out to be a very problematic for you. Like in many of the areas, despite the scarcity of water intensive crops have been grown. So we should have a proper selection of crops so that we can conserve and utilize the water judiciously. Next is maximize the productivity per unit area. Maximizing the productivity per unit area includes you need to involve or get into crop rotation, intercropping, such methods which are considered as the best methods for agriculture. So these all are the principles of watershed management. Let's go ahead. Integrated watershed management programs also have sub-components like Pradhan Mantri Krishi Sinchai Yojana. You might have heard about this. This is also the watershed development component, where this entire program was to restore the ecological balance by harnessing, conserving and developing the natural resources such as soil, vegetation cover and water, prevention of soil erosion, regeneration of natural vegetation, and rainwater harvesting. And there is also a sub-component to this, that is Neeranchal Watershed Program, which is assisted and funded by World Bank. And this program is designed so as to provide technical assistance to the watershed component of Pradhan Mantri Krishi Sinchai Yojana. What all are the salient features of this program? Let us take a deep dive into this. First is bring about institutional changes. When they are talking about institutional changes, what does that mean is there are some villages which have created village panchayat committees, and these village panchayat committees are completely looking over the work of this watershed development programs. This is also ensuring that the decision making is taken at the lowest level. Next is building the systems that ensure watershed programs and rain-fed irrigation management are better focused. Yes, the best example of this is Rajasthan, where GIS, that is Geographic Information System, and remote sensing satellites. Both these remote sensing satellites and GIS system is being used so that they can map those areas which are suffering from water and can devise the proper strategy so that watershed management can be constructed in these areas. Third is devise strategies for sustainability. Sustainability is only possible when the people or the locals, those who are using that resources, are maintaining it. And for this, community-led driven projects have been started. Community-led driven projects means that all those communities that include the farmers, women's, marginal farmers, those who are using that watershed management, they must be held responsible for their maintenance and repair. And I can say I have an example that in Andhra Pradesh, 80% of integrated watershed management projects are being maintained and repaired by local farmers. Though we can say that they are the community-led driven projects that can devise strategies for sustainability. Next is support improved equity, livelihood and income through forward linkages and local participation. That means farmers must be getting engaged in it so that they could, once they are getting the benefits of these watershed programs, they start growing high value crops and they will be more connected to markets with the help of cooperatives. So this will ensure the forward linkages within the economy. So that is what they are saying, that equity and livelihoods must be supported so that there must be a forward linkage process start getting triggered. Okay, so these are the integrated watershed management programs we can use in form of an examples. Another is, let's see what all are the significance and issues that are faced by these watershed management program. First is the productivity of agriculture. Yes, the areas which have properly managed the integrated watersheds, they have seen their productivity, they have seen the increase in the agriculture productivity. Like the best example is Ralegaon Siddhi. Ralegaon Siddhi in Maharashtra is a village where, because of better conservation, check dams, percolation tanks and better integrated watershed management, they have managed to increase their agriculture productivity. Next is protect and enhance water resources. There is also a classic example which is available regarding this enhancing the water resources is Hivare Bazaar in Maharashtra. This is a good model or example where the community-led driven projects, that is integrated watershed development, has led to the conservation of water and replenishing of groundwater. Example is Hivare Bazaar in Maharashtra. Third is utilizing the natural local resources. The best example for this is Sukho Majri. Sukho Majri is a village in Haryana where the locals have made the best use of the integrated watershed management program, and with this they have managed to make food and fodder well available to their cattle, due to which their milk capacity has increased. Okay. Another point is soil erosion is checked. The best example of soil erosion is Jhabua watershed management, where the locals or the tribes living there have managed to cut down the soil erosion. Especially this is the area which is being suffering from the rills, gullies and ravines that have been formed by the chambals. Social forestry, you know that it is about growing plants so as to restore the ecological balance as well as to increase the income of farmers. Sixth point is cottage industries are developed. Yes, in the areas of Rajasthan where the watershed management have been done, especially in the areas of Bikaner and Jodhpur, many of the women have started growing aloe vera. and some medicinal products. And with the growth of these products, they have started establishing small cottage industries, which are also supplying the raw material to another big industries in the Delhi and the other markets. Ecology maintained in a healthy and sustainable condition. Yes, obviously, if integrated watershed managements are managed in a proper way, obviously they are going to restore the ecological balance and ecology will be maintained. The best example is Attapadi watershed management in Kerala, because Kerala's biodiversity is considered as very good in terms of number of flora and fauna. Let us see what all are the issues that are faced by watershed management. First is there is a lack of support from legislation. Yes, you know that the states in India do not have any clear policy on water usage, and therefore there is lot of instances where the states are tussling with one another for water disputes, and this is the one reason that is making this program a weaker one. Another is weak institutional base. Weak institutional base because there is always a problem of lack of coordination and implementation at the bureaucratic level, and that is why this program, despite considered as the second largest in the world, is still grappling with lot of challenges, and the benefits are not reaching out to the farmers. Third is programs non-inclusive of reserved forest lands. This point means that this integrated watershed management does not allow intervention in reserved forest. Reserved forests are those forests which are getting a high degree of protection. Even though these reserved forests are suffering from water scarcity, but because they are getting a high degree of protection, so integrated watershed management policy cannot be deployed in these reserved forests, and the reserved forests are also suffering from water scarcity. Next is project related issues. Yes, lot of watershed management projects have been constructed under Mahatma Gandhi Narega, especially in the areas of Jharkhand and Madhya Pradesh. But you know, there is a lot of corruption and there is a delay in payment to workers. Plus, we don't have any skilled population available that can create these productive assets. So what is happening? A lot of projects are still languishing, still struggling, and they are delaying the projects. So these all are the factors that are important and that you can quote down with the help of some examples. I hope I have given the adequate amount of points that you can quote in your exam if any question arise with respect to the integrated watershed management. Thank you and have a nice day.